Welcome back to another Johnny Lightning opening party. Today I am finishing the part 2 of the Johnny Lightning floor hoard. All these cars I have kept on the floor of my diecast museum for about the last 2 years, and it is about time to get them all opened up for a loose collection, a review, and to finally put them on the Plano cases in the rest of the museum. What you're seeing right now is, of course, the Hot Wheels. But this will be the final Johnny Lightning video for probably quite some time, at least of new stuff, because I don't really buy a lot of Johnny Lightning. And we've got some pretty neat things here anyways. We've got the Classic Gold Complete Series, both version A and B. And that is release 3 of 2022. So not exactly brand new. And I've got half of this release 3 of Street Freaks, also from 2022. Just the favorites of mine. I left 3 behind. We'll at least look at what the names of those cars are on the back of the packaging. Everything is pre-cut and ready to come out for a quick review, or hopefully quick. The last video I looked at 16 cars and it took about 45 minutes with everything else I was doing in the video. So I'm probably going to try and speed this one along a little bit quicker, because that's a long video, guys. And although I really get lost in the moment, enjoy opening these cars up with you and looking at all the details, we've got to keep it moving. There's so much more coming down the pipeline. We've got Greenlight M2, more Hot Wheels. I think the next video is going to be a Hot Wheels year-by-year review video. And we've got Nina in the house again. She's always quite excited about looking at die-cast cars and seeing what is new. So without further ado, into the review. We're going to start the video off looking at Classic Gold, Release 3 Series, Release 3. We're going to start this video off looking at Classic Gold. I've got Release 3 and all of the vehicles in this release, so 6 vehicles per set, versions A and B. This was released in 2022, so we've got all 6 of these vehicles. 2 of them are new castings, the FJ Cruiser and the 2014 Dodge Viper SRT. Look for cars from the previous review, which I'm sure I bought, well, at least those 2 300ZX cars I reviewed earlier on the channel. Anyways, we have 20 Johnny Lightning cars coming out of the package today, including, wait a minute, let's get these in order. We've got 2 Chevy SSR vehicles. And probably one of my favorites from this set is going to be the Chevy Citation X11. I thought this was a new casting, but it's not. It's just got some new recolors of the 2002 Chevy Silverado pickup truck. There's the new Dodge Viper. I don't think I have, well, obviously don't have that casting in my collection, I don't think, since it's brand new. I definitely have a few of these 71 Pontiac Grand Prix cars. So in no particular order, let's get these things opened up. Starting with those Grand Prix, we're going to work 6 down to 1. I'm not going to read all the classic facts this time, but you can pause if you really want to read those. We've got 2 nice colors on them. Now the classic facts, like the Street Freaks from the previous video, are going to be unique to the car. You've got some authentic advertisement photography. Artwork on the back is going to be the same for each of the cars in this collection. And this car does feature an opening hood. And check out that awesome paint job. Krager rims. Nice detailed tires. And grandiose on the license plate. That's pretty fun. So here's a knuckle buster to open the hood. Ow! It's not opening. Okay, well, I can just kind of barely get open. Not going to pull on it any more than that. And certainly the knuckle can't take more of a beating than that right now. Here it is in bluestone gray poly. Very nice looking car. Love these big old Pontiacs, early 70s. And grandiose as well on that license plate. So we got those 2. Until we get a little bit more room from all this packaging, I'll just put them off to the side. So now we have the new casting. Now, these are all approximately 8,500 to 9,000 released, which is actually quite a few for Johnny Lightning. This is a 2014 Dodge Viper SRT in bullet silver. Factoids there for pausing, 640 horsepower, 8.4 liter V10 engine. Wow, that would be a lot of fun. Could get you in a lot of trouble too, I suppose. There it is. No opening parts on this casting, but a really nice looking casting of that Viper. Very clean. SRT V10 on the license plate. Nice kind of polished, unpainted base. And now in red. I really like when the artwork of the car in the background matches the car in the package. It doesn't always, as you'll see with the Chevys and also those X11s, but look at that. Very nice. Only thing missing, of course, is the notable mirrors on this car, which would have been a nice addition, but, you know, without going into a different strategy of die-cast manufacturing, I don't think that Johnny Lightning is equipped really to put those kind of mirrors on the car, unless they're like the big molded mirrors that are easy to replicate with die-cast, such as on the Chevy. They can't really do the little pod mirrors on the stems very well without going to like a very flexible rubber or plastic, as seen on mini GT vehicles. But here's a nice casting of the Chevy Silverado. Forgive my morning speakage. And we've got some custom wheels on it. A little bit of toning already on the base, interesting. Doesn't matter. Looks really good. I think the hood opens on this truck. Yes, it does. So you got a detailed engine under there as well. And now in cherry red poly. Did we look at the details? I don't think so. So details, you can pause there. There we go. And now some more details. Each of the packaging is different for version A and B as far as Johnny Lightning's collector details. And of course, the paint job. So here's a more authentic looking paint job for this truck. The orange is clearly a custom paint job. And once again, opening hood. Very nice, clean truck. Great rollers. We're starting to get some room to set up the cars in the background as they come out of the package. And of course, at the end of the video, we'll take a pan over and look at all of them. Now, here's one of my favorites. As I said, the X11. Very cool. Opening hood. And I don't know why the camera has so much trouble grabbing that focus right off the bat, but it does. It probably has something to do with all the shiny plastic. Anyways, here it is. Shiny metal now, shiny paint. Really nice details. And you can see that louvered back window cover. Nice little detail. And the muscle bulge in the hood. This was a fairly high performance car from Chevy back in the day under this trim package. Very small car too. Of course, Johnny Lightning cars are not generally, well, generally they're 1/64 scale, but they don't actually stick to that scale. It's more of like a matchbox kind of scale where they all are about the same dimensions. So trucks and cars can be very different. I'm not sure exactly what the scale is, nor do they say or specify. The actual size of the vehicle, its dimensions are usually very well done. Not always, but on this car it is. And I think we looked at the hood opening on that. You can see those shock towers there and struts and all that cool stuff. Details for this car. There you go. 135 horsepower, 2.8 liter V6. Pretty good. And of course, some more stuff. 101 horsepower for the BMW 320i the same year. 2 Chevy SSR, a very short-lived muscle truck, almost an El Camino, but it is a truck. Stands for Super Sport Roadster. And it's a convertible pickup truck. So here we have it in torch red. And what a cool little casting. I don't have any of these in my collection, so this is new for me. Very unusual vehicle. Nice roller. No opening parts, and here we have it in green. Bermuda blue, sorry. Built between 2003 and 2006. Only 25,000 units manufactured. I think that's quite rare, actually, for a fairly modern vehicle. Just wasn't a high-demand vehicle at the time. Not very useful, I guess, for most people. Unlike the FJ Cruiser, pardon me, it's quite a useful vehicle and had some popularity. Although I don't think they're making it anymore. It's a new casting, limited edition. Limited to, oh, that's interesting. Doesn't have the, how many it's limited to. See, limited edition, one of 8,475. So this one, we don't know. They probably made a lot more than 8,500 of these because of popular demand for this new casting. Titanium silver. First release of our all-new FJ Cruiser casting. And it's a good one. I can say that. It's got matching artwork in the background for this titanium silver painted FJ. Interesting vehicle. Lots of off-road equipment. Really cool to see that one. They've done a great job on it. Nice roller. And here it is in black diamond. Pause there if you want to read about the FJ. I like the addition of the mirror. See, this is what they could have done for the Viper. That new casting. You got these like flexible, they're kind of flexible plastic mirrors. I mean, subject to some crookedness, but you can always readjust those if need be. And anyways, just lots of nice detail. Now this one's going to need a little bit of shine up. Coming straight out of the package, it's got few factory fingerprints on it. I always wash my hands before I do these videos, so those are not my digits on the sides of this shiny black FJ. All these vehicles will get a shine up, of course, before they enter the collection. And now we're going to make some room and look at the rest of the Street Freaks cars. So we got 24-hour endurance cars. Very cool. These ones all have names, of course, as well, as we found in the last video. Import Heat Drift, Demolition Derby, and then just two Warrior cars kind of left. One's a World War II Warrior, and the other is the Godzilla Pop Culture Jeep. Let's get these open up for you now. Street Freaks. Now this is from release 2, not release 3, sorry. 2022. And there is the previous release. Release 1. So some really cool vehicles here. We've got the 86 Ford Thunderbird stock car. Go Popo Go! That's awesome. My mom's nickname, she goes by Popo, so that is something I'm going to have to show her. That's pretty funny. We got some hella sweet facts there. 1 of 8,000. Team Lemons. We talked about that in the last video, so we'll just look at the car now. It does appear to have an opening hood. Doesn't. Whoa! Just about dropped it. Doesn't say Go Popo on it, but... Ow! Okay, forget it. That hurt. Hit the knuckle in the wrong spot. And I'm not going to go prying at these cars. Now, here we have it in red. So this one's called Swine. Thine Blue Swine. Thin Blue Swine? I don't know. Anyways, an authentic replica of the 86 Ford Thunderbird owned by Alabama police officer Brucey. Brucey has a Thunderbird. And here it is. I'm not even going to try opening the hood on this one. Well, maybe I will. I don't have any nails right now, so... And I don't have my little pry bar thing ready. I'm pretty sure this car does have a detailed engine. And boy, they roll nice. These are nice rolling cars. Really like these old 80s and early 90s race cars. We'll go over to Import Heat now. Now, we've got some more details on this car. Drifting. About drifting. And this one is called The Main Event. Although it says Smoke Show on the car. Not sure why they didn't just call it Smoke Show. Main Event. Anyways, very cool paint job. Love the faded sort of blue to purple on the roof. The matte purple tampos look excellent. There's no opening parts on this car. I don't expect it to be a great roller because these wheels are way too big. You can see the fender, actually, the fender well doesn't accommodate a tire and wheel size this large. It manages to just make do with one of the two rear wheels, but the front wheels are very stiff, a lot of friction there. So we've got one wheel out of 3 rolling on this car. I'm not a huge fan of that. Really don't like these wheels on this car. But anyways, I like the paint job. It's a 1990 Nissan 240 SX Custom. And this one is called Tire fire. It also says smoke show on it, so I guess that's why they have individual names. Again, same problem, the tires, but really cool paint job. Defrost lines, well detailed. You've got those aftermarket taillights on there. Those are not the taillights that would come with this car. Doesn't roll, so it slides thanks to the table. Now on to Demolition Derby. We've got Eat Local. That's pretty cool. Look at all the details of this car. This casting has not been released in 24 years. It was originally developed for the Stock Car Legend series way back in 1988. I have that one. It is in rattle can, light teal, and apple green. Cool to see this car make an appearance again. Long overdue, because it is a really neat casting. I like this casting a lot. It does have an opening hood, I believe, but again, the knuckles getting sore. Nah, it's, yeah. Anyways, nice fit and finish for the hood. I'm not sure how well it opens, but Mike's Collision Service, that will buff out. All right, so there you go. Lemons Orchard Brewery's Farmhouse is the sponsor for this car. I wonder if that's an actual thing. Probably is. And we get some zoomage here. Sandridge Disc Golf Club. Oh, wow. Denny's Automotive. So there's a whole bunch of sponsors on this car. Front wheels are not turning. I like how the paint lines in the back make it look extra cool when it turns, but the front tires are too big for this car. Again, we've got some tire fitment issues. Here we have the predisposed for carnage. That's funny. A play on the 82 Pontiac Grand Prix stock car name. What are the factoids on this? This casting, yeah, Rusty Wallace's 84 season stock car. Pretty cool. So it was a popular casting 24 years ago. And I guess it just went out of existence till now. So we've got the same sponsors on this car. Same number, just different paint job. Very cool. This one is 6 cans of deep red with orange. That's very specific. And we've got 2 vehicles left. World War II Warriors. Now this is a 6 vehicle set. Only 2,000 limited edition. This is the Turning Point's European Theater. Liberation from Buchenwald. Probably not saying that right. Anyways, there's some information on war stuff regarding this truck. Some more stuff. Collect all 6. Version B, I guess. So lots of different war vehicles. I just can't afford to buy everything, nor do I have the space for it all. But this truck in particular spoke to me because I like the kind of dusty look to it and this old vintage ambulance. I don't have one of these in my collection. And I really wanted one. It's got an opening hood. Nice details. Really nice details. And again, the scale on their military vehicles is all over the place because tanks are huge in real life, and so is this ambulance most likely. Now that's a nice roller. It's probably my favorite model so far that I've opened up. And from pop culture, the Godzilla, as featured in the movie, Jeep fighting the Godzilla monster. And there is the details you can pause on. Other vehicles in the series. Would like to get that G20 van. That would have been cool. Oh well. I'm not sure what was on it. I mean, oftentimes pop culture looks kind of pop culture-y. So I like the more authentic looking vehicles. And this one does look very authentic now outside of that packaging. Opening hood. Extremely detailed engine. We've got a turret mounted gun. Looks like. How was that on there? Not very well anyways. Okay, so nice Jeep, lots of details, and a turret. I'm not sure if I broke it or what happened. Oh, there we go. I think, yeah, that's how it goes on. So it swivels. You can actually swivel. It does get bound up on the rear tire and the gas can, but if you just kind of, it's not really a play thing. So great stack display. Nice little Jeep. 2 World War vehicles. Well, that's all the cars I have to show for today. Johnny Lightning opening haul now complete. Moving on to other brands of vehicles very shortly. Your Friday video is going to be a Hot Wheels year-by-year review video. I'm going to be working on that very shortly in the next day or two. And aiming for Friday. So look forward to that. If you're out after any of these cars or anything in your diecast collection, as always, happy hunting. And we'll see you in the next video.